a place where fortunes are won and lost in the blink of an eye, and where some disappearances are never fully explained. The roulette wheel spins, the cards are dealt, and in an instant, everything can change. It was in this world, in the heart of the Las Vegas Strip, that the Stardust Casino stood, a beacon of hope for some and a den of iniquity for others. A monument to excess, the Stardust was a labyrinth of flashing slot machines, green felt tables, and the constant murmur of anticipation. Every corner of the casino buzzed with energy, every face a mix of hope and desperation. It was here, amidst the glamour and the grime, that Bill Brennan, an unassuming casino worker, plotted an audacious heist that would become the stuff of legends. In a place where dreams are made and broken, Brennan dared to dream big, and his story would go down in history as one of the most daring heists ever attempted. If you actually look for cloths, whether as a gift or for yourself, through the link in the description you can get t-shirts, sweatshirts, and more. Bill Brennan wasn't a high roller. He didn't have the flashy lifestyle or the big bets that drew attention. He wasn't a seasoned criminal mastermind. He didn't have a history of heists or a reputation for cunning schemes. He was a quiet, ordinary-looking man working as a cashier at the Stardust. Day in and day out, he handled transactions with a calm demeanor. His job was simple: handle money, count chips, blend into the background. He was just another face in the crowd, easily overlooked. No one would have guessed that behind his unremarkable facade, a daring plan was taking shape, a plan that would make him infamous. Brennan knew the rhythms of the casino like the back of his hand. He had spent years observing the ebb and flow of the casino floor. He understood the security protocols, the shift changes, the moments when vigilance waned. He knew when the guards were most distracted. He'd meticulously studied every camera angle, every blind spot, every opportunity. He knew where the cameras couldn't see and when they were least effective. And on a seemingly ordinary day in 1992, he decided to put his plan into action. It was a day like any other, but for Brennan, it was the culmination of years of planning and preparation. With nerves of steel and a heart pounding in his chest, he walked out of the Stardust with a bag full of cash and chips, disappearing into the night. By the time the casino realized what had happened, Brennan was long gone. The Stardust Shifter had pulled off one of the most audacious heists in casino history. September 22, 1992. The casino floor buzzed with activity. Tourists and regulars alike tried their luck, oblivious to the drama unfolding before their eyes. Brennan, calm and collected, went about his shift as usual. But then, with a practiced hand, he began to discreetly load a duffel bag with cash and chips. Hundreds of thousands of dollars disappeared into the bag. No alarms sounded. No one noticed. Then, with the nonchalance of a man simply taking a lunch break, Brennan walked out of the Stardust, duffel bag in hand, and vanished into the neon-drenched night. Hours passed. The casino pulsed with its usual energy. Yet somewhere in the labyrinthine bowels of the Stardust, a discrepancy was discovered. Money was missing. A lot of money. Panic set in. The security team scrambled, reviewing footage, interviewing staff. The answer was staring them in the face. Bill Brennan, the quiet cashier, had pulled off the impossible. The police were called in. The investigation began, but Brennan had vanished without a trace. The desert, it seemed, had swallowed him whole. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and the trail remained cold. Bill Brennan and the $500,000 he'd taken had disappeared. Theories ran rampant. The newsroom buzzed with speculation, each whisper adding fuel to the fire of mystery. Some whispered that Brennan had inside help, that he had allies within the casino walls who aided his daring heist. The notion that the heist was an inside job orchestrated by disgruntled employees gained traction. Could it be that those who felt wronged by the casino had taken matters into their own hands? Others pointed to shadowy figures with connections to the casino's underbelly. These were the unseen players, the ones who thrived in the dark corners of Sin City. There were also those who speculated that Brennan had fallen victim to the very world he'd attempted to conquer. The fear in his eyes suggested he was constantly looking over his shoulder. Had he run afoul of the mob? The mafia's reach was long, and their retribution swift and unforgiving. Was he lying low, hidden away with his ill-gotten gains? The thought of Brennan counting his money in a secluded hideout was tantalizing. Or had he met a darker fate, silenced to protect the secrets of Sin City? The shadows of Las Vegas held many secrets, and not all who entered them emerged unscathed. The more the police investigated, the deeper the mystery seemed to grow. Each clue led to more questions, each answer more elusive than the last. The more elusive Brennan became, the more his legend grew. He was a ghost, slipping through the fingers of those who sought him. His story evolved into a cautionary tale whispered in the back rooms of casinos. It was a tale of ambition, betrayal, and the high stakes of the Las Vegas underworld. And so, the neon-lit streets of Las Vegas continued to buzz with the legend of Brennan, the Phantom of the Strip, a man whose fate remained as mysterious as the city itself. Las Vegas in the 1990s was a city still heavily influenced by organized crime. While the casinos were undergoing a transformation into corporate entities, the tendrils of the mob still reached deep into the city's underbelly. It was no secret that casinos were used for money laundering, and rumors persisted of mob-controlled unions and hidden interests. Given Brennan's clean record and lack of criminal connections, some investigators theorized that he may have stumbled into something bigger than himself. Had he inadvertently stolen from the wrong people? Was his disappearance a message? A brutal reminder of the invisible hands that still held sway over the city? Despite the whispers and speculation, the police investigation hit dead end after dead end. Brennan had left no trace. No witnesses, no credible leads, no sign of the stolen money. It was as if he had evaporated into thin air, leaving behind only questions and a lingering sense of unease. Years passed. The case went cold. The Stardust Casino, once a glittering symbol of Las Vegas excess, was eventually demolished, making way for newer, flashier resorts. But the legend of Bill Brennan and his audacious heist lived on. Bill Brennan became a folk hero in some circles, a symbol of daring and cunning who had managed to outwit the system. His story became a cautionary tale in others, a reminder that even in the city of second chances, some actions carried lasting consequences. The mystery of his disappearance, the missing money, and the lack of any concrete answers only added to the legend. Did he escape to a tropical paradise, living out his days in luxury, or did the desert and the secrets it held claim him forever? The true story of Bill Brennan and the Stardust heist remains an enigma. It stands as a testament to the enduring allure of unsolved mysteries, particularly those set against the backdrop of Las Vegas, a city built on dreams, illusions, and the enduring possibility of the impossible. And so the legend of Bill Brennan lives on, a whisper in the desert wind, a reminder that even in the city of lights, some shadows never truly fade.